Charlie, morning. Can we come in?
Sorry. I am Charlie D'Amelio. I'm 16 years old. You might know me from TikTok. This might be your first time seeing me ever. Thinking back to June of 2019, I was 15 years old, living in Connecticut with my mom, dad, and my sister. I was always super into dancing. It wasn't like I decided I'm gonna do dancing on TikTok. It was like, that's easy for me, that's fun. When I started this, I was not trying to get likes at all. I was making and doing little dance videos with my friends. If someone were to ask me why I do social media, I would ask them why they use social media, because everyone uses it. I just like post as every other teenager. It's not like it's something that I'm like, oh, she spent this doing this to make her get to, like, I was just posting on social media and it like, I don't know. Hi, it's Charlie, and about 5 minutes ago, I hit 10 million followers on TikTok. What? I'm just dancing in my room by myself. Why do they know who I am? Stage with BB Rexa. Justin Bieber asked me to send his little sister a video. So it's like things like that. That's like, I was the one that wanted to move to LA, and I convinced my family out here. When we were in lockdown in Connecticut, I felt like there was so much more that I could be doing, and I kept getting these work opportunities out in LA that I couldn't do. I cannot believe that there's 100 million supporters following me right now. Never really imagine 100 million people. Like, no, that's crazy. Don't have a stalker yet, which is nice.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Dixie. My sister Dixie lives in an apartment like 10 minutes away. She is most things older sisters are. She's very bossy. I tend to be a little bit more on the shy, basic side.
Charlie looks gorgeous.
Oh, thanks, Dixie Doodle Cup. Not friends. We're best friends.
You get on my nerves on purpose, though. Like, you do things purposely to...
Like, I breathe sometimes, and that
No.
really sets her off.
Oh, you drive me insane.
You barely even like me most of the time.
'Cause you're a brat. I used to think TikTok was the most embarrassing thing in the world, and then my sister started posting. I was like, you are so embarrassing. Like, what are you doing? I don't know how Charlie blew up. It's crazy. We think about it all the time. I'm like, Charlie D'Amelio, what the heck? The app was developing as she was going, especially since quarantine happened as well. A lot of people got on TikTok because they were very bored. That's when both of us grew so much. I mean, a year ago, I was in high school, kind of living a super normal life.
People have made comments like, Dixie only has a career because of Charlie. What would you say to that?
Yeah, thanks.
I feel like it's better to stick together than like if I were to have like left you in Connecticut, like that's not how we roll as a family. My dad likes sports. He's a salesperson for a sports clothing company, and my mom loves working out, and she was also a personal trainer.
Imagine being my parent. A nightmare.
You are not.
You had the conversation, the whole family, just saying like, look, we had a very fun, happy life living in Connecticut, and this is a risk.
Charlie wanted to move here the most, but I did all the heavy work of finding a house and convincing my parents.
I didn't cry 3 times a day, which I think worked better.
I think we were just ready.
It was time.
It was time, I agree.
It really went from like 0 to 100 like that, from her getting recognized in a restaurant to both kids now being mobbed.
You can get famous really fast on TikTok.
We've heard the horror stories where young people rise to meteoric fame and then things don't work out. So really all we're trying to do is have some fun and make sure all this social media stuff doesn't destroy our lives.
Welcome.
My life is very busy. I basically work a full-time job. I can go through a day. This is what's going on in my life. It's just kind of been like crazy.
Your team put a kind of a presentation together for you. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome. Being on calls with CEOs of companies, I'm like that's kind of fun. So no matter what really happens with social media, like I could always go into like marketing because I know how it works.
So what this is it's a look at your 2021. We have all partnerships.
I think this is definitely a lot more stuff than I thought.
I think so too.
Scary.
They laid everything out in the binders, which was amazing, but also, for me, terrifying. Where is the binder where she gets to be a kid and to make time for dance? Because that's who she was before all of this, and that's who she's kind of lost. So I want to try and keep that as normal as it was. Is there room for dance and to be a kid and to have like do nothing time?
Yes, 100% yes, and her happiness and growth is like the only thing that matters here.
I never wanted to stop competition. The only reason I stopped was because of like COVID. So it's been a little bit over a year since I've like actually trained for dance. Something that I've always done that's kind of been my normal, and it would be nice to kind of keep my normal. I do have 2 years left of competition in my future, and I'm not gonna just like throw that away because of social media, you know?
Let's take a trip when COVID opens up, or let's, learn a new language, or let's do something that you're passionate about. She gave me a face. She's not gonna learn a new language, apparently.
She'll learn one if you learn one.
Then nobody's learning new languages.
Kate is my A&R at Hitco. It's very helpful. The more we make new songs, the more I hate the old songs a little bit.
This is the discovery process. Like, we're figuring out what you're good at.
I've always loved music. Every kid wants to grow up and be like a superstar. But when I got older, I kind of just didn't think about it anymore. Now, with TikTok and having all these opportunities, I'm just so grateful for how everything happened. It's amazing. Hello.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Dom is my creative director. He helps with everything visual. I definitely see Kate and Dom as mentors. They just have shown me the way, really.
My thing is, like, the longer we wait to put stuff out, the less momentum.
Starting music with a huge audience is very scary. It does make me nervous putting things out. I think about all the reaction or hate I can get from it. That happened with the song One Whole Day. We put out a trailer and it got a lot of hate. I definitely feel pressure when putting out music, but I just want to put it out.
I'm gonna just start posting stuff.
As long as I can remember, Dixie's had anxiety.
Between Mark and I, helping her get a therapist, she was doing so much better. And the rise on social media was okay for a while, and then it got really heavy. Because on the come up, people were rooting for her and Charlie, and then they got to a certain point and it got ugly.
I've had a lot of physical reactions due to anxiety. So I got Callie to help with anxiety. Negative comments and checking who's talking about me every day has a big part of my anxiety. I do try to hide those feelings by putting out like a strong face, but I do get very upset. Whenever anything negative comes to the surface about like me
or anyone that she cares about, or like even my parents, like she's a lot more like about it, but when it's about her, she's a bit more internal, so I don't know. Really depends, but sometimes she'll see like a hate comment and she'll send it to me and she'll be like, nah, loser.
Oh, here we go. I hope you're ready to sing. We gotta get this voice tightened up. I wanna make sure that you are ready when everything opens up. You wanna be the one to sing, I'm so ready, I've been waiting for the chance.
Stevie Mackey is my vocal coach. He works with J-Lo and he works with some of my friends.
I miss my baby.
I miss my baby.
One more time there.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I keep forgetting the last.
And you're going like, nobody knows. No.
Very low level of confidence in my singing ability.
I just feel I'm held to a very high standard, and I know that, and I just need to keep going.
Ooh. Oh. Come on, singer, come on.
People here, I'm scared.
You will be nervous. You will. But you know what? They need to hear the story too. Everyone here, tell us. Breathe.
I got my driver's license last week. Can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone.
Almost. What happened? You got this. Let's go. Acapella. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone.
Yes.
Oh, you could do it when I'm right here. When I'm 3 feet away, it's hard. You sound like a singer.
They break up every single thing I do and make it like a negative thing. Like, shut the f up! Like, stop! Like, it just